matchup going to be the Dallas Flat Tires versus the Seattle Sloths. Kicking things off here on Vault Hardpoint. I'm CNK once again, joined by Lun Puppet. How we doing?
It's one weapon. I'm doing great. I am looking at these names, and I am gonna have some trouble with some of these names. But other than that, I'm doing great.
Which one?
Let's start with C3s.
C
Oh, is that
C3s?
3Z? Is that 3Z? Is that no?
Yeah, it looks like C3Z.
Okay. Well, he's C3PO. We're calling him C3PO.
I'm okay
and
with
then,
that. I'm down. Actually down for that.
And then we have Monkey, and I will pronounce it as Monkey because that's how it's spelled. Monkey.
Okay.
And then we have Dako Idu, which not going to be great to say that in the heat of the moment. But
Dako Idu, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well you're obviously more talented than me. Then we have Tuga, we have D-Rock, and we have Crick. I don't think there's one actual word. There's Rogue. Rogue is the only actual word.
The only normal name.
Yes, the only actual English language word.
Rogue and Dako Idu are cooking over on Dallas Flat Tires right now. So is Monkey. Monkey. Something like that.
I mean, Dallas not doing too bad. They have a 20-point lead so far, and they have spawns, but Seattle's doing a good job of just being on the point. And you do have Monkey busting through the door, but Monkey eventually does go down. Actually, the kill feed is lying to me because we have a player number 44.
Player number 44, Monkey.
Monkey. Player number 44. And now you see a rotation over to that P3, and Monkey goes down in the middle of the map, and spawn situation on the side of Dallas. A little weird as we have players spawning on both sides of the map, but you know, all you need is that player in Monkey to cross the 50-yard line, and as I say that, his player spawns right behind him, and Dallas is just not having a fun time this rotation.
Yeah, the number 6 player, C3PO, looking to make a play right now. Picks up one, looking for a little bit more, maybe. One to the outside of the map, man! Gotta look outside the map there. What are you gonna do? Oh, well. Let Seattle Sloths try to do their best on that hard point, but guess what? Gonna get that top... I can't remember. This place is called Top Art. There we go, right? That's what it is. C3PO with another kill. Shout out. Dallas Flat Tires, though. He's gonna find a player up top. He's gonna take him out, looking for a little bit of help over towards the hill. The help should be in, just like that. They're gonna grab that last 10 seconds. Quality time. But the big rotation of P4 is gonna be massive. Player number 44, Monkey, has to go up against Crick. Almost had him too. Oosh.
Almost had him, but Monkey gets put down. You did have the number player in number 4, Diz, kind of sitting there for an hour, not knowing that Seattle was already on the point. Now Seattle's trying to get over there and maybe readjust spawns, but Dallas is spawning right behind there. So Seattle has a lot of work to do if they want to clear the point. But Dallas is holding strong so far. Great in the kill feed as well. Looking solid, looking strong. Seattle just trying to get clearance to go into his main courtyard area in the back spawn over there. But as soon as they step forward, they get cut down. And now you do have a player in C3PO onto the point, but that's your only player in the vicinity. Dallas has been doing a great job of holding down this P number 4.
Yeah, human cyborg relations looking for a little help in that hill. Unfortunately, did get taken out, but that is going to be what it is. Dallas Flat Tires have a pretty decent break on that last P3. It leads into a solid full P4, right? I mean, all but like probably what 8 or 9 seconds gets contested for the most part there. I believe they got the rest of it, but solid 90 points at the moment. But the Dallas Flat Tires looking to get their rotation into the P1 side of the map. Seattle Sloths already going to be there. Have a player in the back as well, killing these players on rotation. Just like that, Seattle Sloths are cooking it up right now. Got to get a solid P1 here to get themselves all the way back in this one. I say that like they're down a lot. They're not down that crazy at the moment, but they're still down by 40, so you don't want to be down at all.
Yeah, I mean, you would prefer to see a match that's a little bit more seesawy as opposed to the last hardpoint we saw, which is pretty much just a straight run to 250. But Dallas is again spawning in the inopportune sides of the map. Seattle's just pushing them out, getting 2 down, and like, you know, having a player go down in P2 spawns, not great.
Okay.
Monkey?
Okay. Monkey? Monkey? Monkey just let a guy run past him. Finally takes him out. His teammates on P1 as well. Monkey.
They have P2 spawns now, though. Finally, we're able to crack that P2.
Diz needs a little help in P1, though. He's going to get taken down. Doesn't really need that much help. Still a 30-point lead. Like, overall, I thought that P1, the way it was going, was going to be a lot more devastating for Dallas. It really wasn't that bad. Like, at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
would they
these
lose like 20 points? That's not even that bad. But I mean, this P3 is where they could get cooked up. As we do see, Seattle Sloths did get those spawns back in their favor. Dallas Flat Tires trying to push this one in. C3PO, human cyborg relations, doing a good job picking up a nice kill there. His teammate picks up one as well. And just like that, Monkey in the pool by himself, needs some help, does get taken down. Human cyborg relations cooking it up. C3Z, aka C3PO, 15 and 10. 16 and 10. Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty dominant P2 hold over there. And exactly as P2 is about to, well, they still have some solid time left on P2. I mean, if you're Dallas, you're spawning 3 players all in that little back corner over there. Maybe you could get on P2, but not really. Rogue and Monkey go down. Actually, that's a lie. Daco and Diz go down. I just gotta stop looking at the kill feed. But Seattle's getting great time over there. I mean, Dallas is gonna be on P3 to start, but you have a player in that kind of like bottom arc area just running it down that that line of sight. And now Dallas, they might be onto the point, they might be closer to the point, but Seattle is well equipped at this point to just kind of run it down.
Yo, Dallas Flat Tires here. Have to have a very solid P3 here, looking to get something cooked up. Diz is going to get a nice kill there. Another one coming in as well. Could maybe not actually be Diz, might be Rogue. You know how it is. A Rogue over here, the only normal name in the lobby. Trying to hold it down for the boys. Monkey over the top, who wasn't Monkey. It was Diz. This whole kill feed thing is going to make me die. I don't know, man. But Seattle Sloths do a great job. They get some solid kills on the board there. Crick now trying to fight first life in this P3, waiting for the teammates to get back up. They show up. One going to go down. Monkey cooking it up on the outside of the map right now. Rogue from middle. Who wasn't Rogue? It was Daku Yidu.
I feel like every time I look at the mini map, are you okay, CNK? Are you
Oh,
okay?
oh.
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it, buddy? It's okay. I'm here for you, best friend. We can make it through.
I'm even sadder now. That's crazy word.
Man, I'm just trying to be a
the
good
game's
friend.
tied up though.
Yeah, I mean, the game is great. Like I was about to say, but I was interrupted by your sobbing tearfulness. I feel like every time I look at the mini map, the teams have switched in terms of what side they're on.
Yeah.
Seattle had P3 to start, then Dallas got P3, and then Seattle's now spawning P4, but now Dallas is kind of behind them, and who knows where anybody's going to spawn. You see Dallas trying to take over the point, but it's like 18 seconds left, and now Dallas is go for P1, but surely Seattle wants to do that too, as well as getting P2, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see another flip. That is all to say, these teams are going at it, and it is close, and I'm very happy to see a non-blowout game tonight.
I very much so agree. We had 3 in a row last series, but now looking pretty good here. The control did get a little spicy though towards the end. I think it was actually towards the beginning. Towards the end was not spicy, but still. Seattle Sloths here, up by 30, looking to keep that one extended out. They had a phenomenal P1 the last time around. Got like 25 seconds off of it without giving up basically anything. I think they gave up like 5 or 6, which is like as much as you can ask for on a Volt P1 for the most part here. But Dallas Flat Tires need this time. Diz, who it says was Monkey, got a kill there. And just like that, Seattle Sloths looking to try to push on through. They want to get towards that P2 spawns again, but Dallas Flat Tires, they don't want to give it up. They're still trying to contest towards this P1. Seattle Sloths, though, doing a good job getting some nice kills, trying to flip these spawns.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle just wants to run up the scoreline as much as they can here. You see they're not even throwing any players on the flank to try to get P2 spawns. They're investing heavily in P1, but there's only 7 seconds left to get time there, and they're just going to abandon it for P2, but it looks like they may be able to just execute on this P2 takeover. You have number 8 in Crick. Yep. He's going to get, oh, actually he goes down. Almost gets 2 kills from behind though. But Seattle, even though Dallas are spawning in P2, they are soaking up the time. And Seattle, I just feel like in these more mixy hard points, they're great at like getting all the Dallas players around the point down so that one person can just soak up time. And that's what they're doing here.
Very valid. But Dallas Flat Tires here. They've got the spawns. They've got some time they could potentially get. But no, just like that, the man who's 38 and 21, Tugga, is going to push on in. And the guy is just an absolute monster. He's great with the sub, great with the AR, and we see him cooking with a pistol now. I didn't even realize he had 38 kills. Last time I saw it was 28, and that was like 10 seconds ago, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Hey, Dallas getting some time though. I mean, they're closing the deficit a little bit. 30 points now, down from, I think, 50. Now 25. I mean, the thing is, though, Seattle, if they get a full 60, they could win it. So Dallas, what are you going to do? You see them trying to throw Monkey around the flank here.
Okay.
Monkey see, Monkey
Oh.
do. Monkey gets a kill onto, I
Okay.
think it was Drak. But still no, okay, I think Monkey's spawning over there now. So maybe they have established some base, but he's still got to deal with number 7 and Tugo. He's going to come up from behind. Going to get some kill tags on the rogue here. But I mean, that top art battle can be, yeah, they win. And now another battle in top art. But Seattle, meanwhile, among all the craziness, is again managing to soak up some time.
Careful with those egg. Got to be careful with those snakes. You know what I'm saying? Got close. Didn't do it. But hey, yellow card for sure. Crick, he's on the list. Got to be careful. But just like that, though, Seattle Sloths doing a great job here. Only going to need 20 more points to close this one out, and they're already looking great towards that P4 side of the map. We got the number 5 player, Drak, back there. Cooking it up already, waiting for the teammates to get here. The teammates are on the way. Tuga, crossing the middle of the map. You know that guy's not missing a single shot. 42 and 23 is absolutely wild out of a hard point. You got to think if this man was a little bit slower with the kill pace at the moment, his teammates would be struggling. But Dallas Flat-Tires, nonetheless, have a man to deal with. Drop cooking it up from the top, and just like that, Seattle Sloths should be able to take this one 5 more points, and it's over. We're looking for 250 right about here. Dallas not close enough. 250 to 181. The Seattle Sloths take this map 1.
I mean, pretty convincing. I think Dallas kind of fell apart at the end there. I think Seattle just got way too much time P3, and then P4 was just or did I say Seattle got way too much time P3, and then P4 was just completely all Seattle. Dallas just couldn't even get close. So I mean, like, again, this team's putting it together. They're looking at the right places, and they're working together as a team. That's what you love to see.
Seattle started to kind of walk away with things in those last 3 or 4 hard points. But now Seattle going to be on defense as the Dallas Flat-Tires try to get this bomb planted. I tell you what, Dako Idu almost got ripped apart. I did see that. I noticed that. But we're good to go now. My boy Monkey. Oh, Monkey! He's gone. He died.
Monk is gone, dude. Okay. Can we trust the kill feeds? Oh, we could trust I guess this Seattle side. Although the teams are flipped, right? I'm not just crazy.
No, they were flipped last game. They're not flipped now.
Oh, okay.
They were flipped last game.
Dallas won map 1. Okay, that changes things. Well, Dallas is doing well so far. They're on the offense. They have the bomb down. It's all up to Dako Idu.
Dako Idu, you are our only hope.
Look at him slip and slide in. Gonna slip and slide right into some gunfire.
He's got time to work with here, though.
Not too much, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 3 players. They're gonna check everywhere.
Yeah, it's especially when they have that little bit of knowledge of where you went. They also know you only have like 20, 30 HP because you got hit 2-3 times. It's tough. That's definitely tough. But Crick, nice little job right here. Picks up that last kill, gets 3. Hopefully he got 3. Maybe that was someone else who got those 3 kills total in that. Because we know how all these kill feeds and final kill cams and everything work, but it was Tuga. Of course it was, because you know what? He popped off map 1 as well. So just like that, Dallas Flat-Tires, their superstar, still performing like a superstar. Shocker. Who'd have thought? Now he's going to be on offense right now. He's going to follow up with the teammates. We'll see where they try to get this ball. Yeah, sorry. They're on defense right now, and I just said they're on offense. But, you know, that's how that goes. Just another day at the office. Ooh, Monkey.
Ooh, Monkey. Really knows how to chuck a grenade. We do have Seattle on the attacking side, though. Maybe looking towards B side of the map. Always my preferred way to go here. I find A is just a little bit too crazy, but I mean, it's 3v3. You have the bomb down. Problem is going to be setting up. You have that number 64 player in Crick, who seems to be set up to maybe catch somebody on the flank here. Maybe could catch out Dako Idu if he could get around the corner, and he does. But Seattle goes down right away. Dallas will get to the defuse, and Dallas will go up 2-0 in the map, continuing a victory streak from map 1.
And Crick, the guy that we thought in the first kill cam had 3 kills to start this one out, finally does actually have 3 kills, and it's only round 2. So also popping off first team. Shout out to Dallas Flat-Tires. They go up 2-0. Very impressive retake right there. And I do like what you mentioned earlier as well. I do prefer to go towards that B bomb site, but one of the biggest issues with that is a lot of times you lose a lot to get there, right? It takes a lot of damage, and sometimes you're going to lose a couple players in the process. You're just kind of looking for those trade outs in return to get the bomb down, because a lot of times once you get it down, you've got a pretty big advantage. But Hey, what are you going to do? Unfortunately, Seattle get it down, have even numbers, and do end up falling. Daku Idu, first blood's his teammate. Or himself, I guess. I don't know. Someone died.
I think Daku got Crick. He's playing some real ghost face here from the Scream
Oh, no,
franchise,
yeah,
running
okay.
around with a knife.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
See Daku Ido trying to peek around here, though. I don't know if the
Daku
bomb...
Idu.
Is he looking at the bomb, or is there a wall between them? No, he's looking at C-3PO. C-3PO gets some tags in. But Daku Idu just kind of hold out in that corner area. I wonder if C-3PO is going to chow this. Oh, it's actually Monkey, my bad. Monkey goes down. Daku Idu still alive and then dies. And now it's all up to Rogue. The bomb will go down. 2v1 D-Rock versus 3PO. And gets a nice kill to C-3PO, actually.
That bomb goes down, but the number 3 player, C-3PO, does get tagged up a bit. Rogue has a massive advantage. Opportunity to get something going. Loses track of that player, though. C-3PO gets out of there. The skates are on. Rogue now 1v1. Wins this one. His team gets their first round on the board. If he loses it, they go down 0-3 in a series they're already down 1 map on. But C-3PO all the way back towards that mid cut now. Rogue just looking for anything. Takes 7.5 seconds to defuse, so not a lot of time to work with here at this point in time. Rogue has to find this player, but C-3PO playing this so well, just checking with seconds to spare every single time. This one's going to blow up no problem. Rogue going to get away with his life, and so is C-3PO. No, C-3PO is hunting, maybe, actually. No, never mind. We're all good. What? Little 3-0 lead for the Dallas Flat Tires.
Yeah, I mean, really great play out of C-3PO there just to hide behind the counter. I mean, so many times that that last player trying to defuse bomb is running around looking for that last player defending the bomb, and just being hidden, just keeping that last player paranoid is sometimes all you need to just hold back a defuse. C-3PO did check, but didn't need to. The defuse never even started.
Dallas Flat Tires now back on defense. Seattle Sloths once again trying to take this one over towards that B bomb site. They've got 3 players on the outside of the map here now. But Tuga throwing a grenade out there. Big lob. But C-3PO, first blood going the way of Dallas Flat Tires. Monka watching that mid cut.
All quiet on the Western Front here, but Rogue will go down at the hands of God knows who. Monkey, though, getting a nice drop shot on the Crick. Still a 3 versus 2 situation in favor of Dallas, though, but you have the superstar down. So that's a good first step. But as I say that, Diz goes down as well. It's all up to Monkey. Monkey has to be the savior, swinging from the vines, but cannot be Tarzan as much as he wants to be. He's still just Monkey.
Rip Monkey. One day we'll be Tarzan. Shout out C-3PO. It's a quick little flank in. Smart thinking there. Hey, let's move around the map. Let's make sure we get a nice easy one here. Try to find that last player. Guess what? Middle of the map. He's donezo. Dallas Flat Tires now going to move up to 4-0. Remember, they are up a 1-0 in this series, so if they can take this one, it'll be a massive lead in their favor. There's gold Premade South division. Now, what in the heck was it? What is that? What was that? That was kind of awesome. Someone's got a crazy skin or something, but here we go. Dallas Flat Tires on the attack here. Trying to get this bomb at a Crick with the first blood, who I do believe was actually Crick that time around. No, it was not, obviously, because he's the 64 player, but you know, that's how it's going to be. The bomb is going to be planted momentarily by the looks of it. It is going to go down, and now Seattle Sloths down a man, have to play a retake.
Seattle Sloths trying to play the retake. The problem is you have players all over the map. It's going to be hard to link up. You have that number 2 player in D-Rock focused somewhere else. Daco tries to get from behind. He does, but is traded out. It's a 3v1 to prevent this map from going 5-0, and it's just not going to happen. 5-0 it is for Dallas, looking to chain a map 1 win into a map 2 domination. Which is funny because I thought domination was removed from the game mode pool, but Dallas currently is playing it in this map. Did you like that, CNK? I made a domination joke. We got Tuga and C's. I'm sorry, he's still C-3PO. I'm sorry.
It's even more C-3PO now.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
It's C's. You know? I'm just kidding. But Seattle Sloths on offense now, trying to take this bomb over towards that B bomb site. They've got 4 players stacked up, ready to go here. They don't have the idea yet, but they've got a pretty good stack going. They can get this bomb site for free. There we go. The push comes in. 1 player in the back to deal with. That is going to be Tuga. So just like, I got to get a little aggressive with it, I guess. But just like that, bomb going down. Like we do.
Seattle's looking alive here. I mean, 4 versus 2, bomb down. Now you just gotta defend it. Looks like Rogue gets a kill onto, I want to say, Crick. It's all up to C3PO. C3PO trying to C3PO through walls, not able to do it though. Tries to get a kill on the Diz, but won't be able to do it. Seattle Sloths take their first round of the map and avoid going down 6-0 on the map.
And it was an offense nonetheless. Looking great here for Seattle. I mean, well, I guess you're not looking great. It's 1-5, but looking good in the sense of like, hey, we're finally got something going. We've had a couple really close rounds, but now we finally got something in our. See if we can keep building on this. Hey, one more round. That's all we gotta do. One more at a time. One at a time. One at a time, baby. But Seattle Sloths, here we go. Their destiny is in their hands. They're gonna be. See, someone's got that crazy skin going. I don't know what's going on back there. Someone's got like a Medusa head or something. I don't know. It's kind of wild though. But Dallas Flat Tires, bomb in hand, trying to make their way in. Rogue with the first blood on the map. He's currently on a 3 streak, so absolutely cooking. Monkey gonna get a kill as well. Just like that, 2v4. Dallas Flat Tires on the back foot. Now gonna be a 1v3. You get a 1-for-1 on the map. Drock now up against Diz, Monka, and Rogue.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a 3-for-1 if Dallas wants to win it here. D-Rock just sitting on top of this building, just scouting out the area to get eyes in the Rogue. The Rogue is just distracting him, dangling the carrot in front of him as he will be cut down from another player.
Rogue is
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Like you see some good shoulders. You see some good shoulders coming in, but he was like wide peeking those shoulders. Like, come on, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
He's like, oh, what am I gonna do next? Am I gonna come out from the pillar or not? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was wide peeking those too. So I was like, he had all the info in the world, and he was just like, come on, shoot him. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But now it's Flat Tires now. You lose 2 in a row. Maybe we're stressed a little bit. Maybe we're kind of see someone did that skin thing again, bro. I mean, it's crazy.
Dude, it sounds like a rocket. It literally sounds like a rocket.
I know. But Seattle Sloths taking this bomb once again towards B, but now we're gonna get a quick flank this time around, probably from Dallas Flat Tires. And look at that number 3 player, CZs. Around the back, gotta be careful here if you're the side of Seattle Sloths. They've got 1 player hitting that street side out as well, a mid street, 1-for-1 on the map. And just like that, Dallas Flat Tires. Ooh, looking good on that defense though. They got the B solid right.
Yeah, Dallas looking good on that defense. You still have the star player alive. Does get a kill on the Diz, but Daku Ito will respond with a kill on the D-Rock. It's still a 2v2. Seattle's going to have to figure out how to get this bomb planted. The bomb is down at A, though. You see Seattle just opting to go for the kills. You'll take out Too Good. Now you have to do is deal with C3PO. You see a number 8 player just trying to look at the street view, but C3PO is behind this wall here. Problem is, Seattle has to pick up the bomb. They need to get together and cover each other's asses. C3PO surely about to go to his A site after seeing nothing at B.
Bomb's gonna start going down here. Daku Ito though, ooh, little damage trade back and forth. That bomb's still not being planted. They're going for the chase. They want this kill really bad. They know it's a 1v2. They can go for this. The B bomb plant about to come through. They get on it just in time. C3PO picks up that kill. Does get traded out. Okay. Big win for Seattle Sloths right there. Cutting it close as they win 3 in a row. Now remember, the side of Dallas did win 5 in a row, but now we're at 5-3. The dreaded score line. Now, was it a hard 5-3? Not even close, but it's still 5-3 nonetheless.
Yeah, we might be witnessing a full sale here.
Ooh, that would be wild.
That's
a wild call out of you right now if that happened.
I mean, clip it, chat. Full sale it is.
Chat. Don't give them the satisfaction. That's not how that works. I gotta see this.
Fucking
we gotta watch whoever's throwing this skin up. All right, I gotta see what's going on. But Dallas Flat Tires playing a little scared now. They've lost 3 in a row. Can they lose 4? They're a little worried. We don't see the initial bomb plant coming over towards the A side. They kind of want to play a pick. They're playing it a little careful. The lethals, the tactical, flying back and forth. Seattle Sloths on defense. Also a little bit scared themselves by the looks of it. No one wants to give up the first life here. The first blood absolutely massive in rounds like this. Batuga watching over towards this container side. Daku Idu trying to push this in. Daku Idu, your only hope.
Yeah, Daku Ito, the only hope. It's a 4-player versus 4-player, and the bomb is down. These situations can be so hard when you got a 4-man setup and you have to dismantle it within 40 seconds. Not always possible. Seattle, they're choosing to push right up into their grill. Batuga, sorry, C3PO, the new star player on their team, is keeping it alive. He gets a kill on a rogue, and now Dallas win the map 6-3 and prevent the dreaded scoreline from coming true and preventing my full sale. What the hell?
Caster curse. No, but Dallas Flat Tires look phenomenal there. That last round got a little scary there because they did end up in a 1v2. But
Daku.
Daku Idu.
It-
Dallas is going to be on that offensive side to kick things off. They are on the offensive side of the map, so that makes sense to me. Checks out, but Daku Idu first blood. It's going to be 2 kills going the way of the Seattle Sloths to kick this off. And just like that, they needed an impressive start. They're going to do just that. Get those early kills, make things kind of open up a little bit in their team's favor. But Tuga going to pick up 2 kills in return, looking for a little bit of help from his teammates. Is going to get that as we start to re-break out of this spawn. Dallas Flat Tires 26 live. Seattle Sloths going to be 27. We're going to see Drock making his way over towards that B side of the map. Has 1 player above to beat. Actually, 1 on the point as well, but 1 above to beat as well.
Yeah, we do have some 1-man capture coming in. We're using the bronze tactics, but it does not go as planned. That B player does get cut down, and now Dallas is figuring out what the hell they're going to do now. Looks like maybe an A push might be developing as they kind of figure out where these Seattle players are. Turns out they're all over at the B side of the map. Gotta watch out for number 6 and Monkey, though. Might be coming up that zip line and might be giving them the surprise. And I think it's a kill on the D-Rock there. C's goes down as well, and now we have 2 Seattle players defending A. There's no ticks in the match so far. Dallas is down in the lives. I mean, Seattle. It looks like they want this map to go a different way than the last 2 have.
Yeah, Seattle Sloths looking great to start this offense out. Ooh, Monkey almost bombs himself out of that one, but does survive. Looking for some teammates to push on up with him here. We're going to see a stack coming in on that 8-point stack. The point where Jim's 8-point almost gone. 2 ticks gone. 3rd tick well on the way. We're going to see Crick watching over the middle of the map right now. He's over by Gun. 3rd tick almost all the way through. C's finally going to go down. Drock on the point, though, fighting for his life. Does get the full secure on that. 16-15 in lives. The Dallas Flat Tires have a very slow start, but are looking phenomenal now. The B point now going to be the target, and Drock is still cooking over on this early A point. He is going to finally die, but he did get a 5 streak before going down. B point now being captured. Diz trying to find this player. Is going to find C's. Does get that kill. Still a player, though, running around in their spawn. That is going to be Tuga. Just being annoying. Making sure they get these players pushed on back. Doesn't work out too well, though, because you got players like Munka running around your...
Yeah, I mean, Tuga doing a... Tuga was actually, like, really unfortunate looking behind into the spawn there, because trying to catch a player from Seattle coming right to B, but they all ended up going through kind of like, I guess, like back grandmas and through the tower, and just completely ended up missing Tuga. But you see Dallas trying to make another go at the B point of the map. But I mean, Seattle players, they're there to defend it. If they get their trades, it might be a good defense. But Dallas now has a 2-man push onto B.
Just got 3 kills too. That's a fresh spawn.
You have a fresh spawn, but you also have 2 players. The 2 players in Dallas need to move up. Crick goes down, though. You have D-Rock in the middle of the map, and I mean, that just gives Seattle clearance to kind of maybe push on it. Yeah, you just have C's left on the map, but C's holding it down. And C's gets it. I didn't even realize it was that close. I was looking at the mini map. I was like, damn.
Seattle has like the kills.
Yeah.
He only got 5 ticks. They didn't finish that point.
Oh, they won it on kills. Okay.
Yeah. There was only 3 lives remaining. The other 2 died. The last guy jumped on point. As I was saying, you just gotta die because I didn't want him to lose all 6 ticks. And C's just gunned him as he was diving in. He's like, boom, 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 boom. Because what are you gonna do? You're the last guy alive. You already got spotted. So easy free kill for him. But just like that, Dallas Flat Tires start out with a big offensive round win off of kills. You don't get it off of ticks, which is just fine. But 5 ticks to start things out, not bad at all. We'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas really picked up that round, I think. Like, they started out looking flat.
I mean, there was, 28 seconds left? No one even really touched the point, right?
Yeah. They were a flat tire to start, but...
And then Drock happened.
Drock happened. But Drock gets killed. Drock gets killed, as we say that. Dallas just pushing into their spawn and getting some solid kills. You have 6 and Monkey maybe pushed up to the A side of the
Okay.
map, but it's a lone player. Dallas is really just wants to spawn trap them
Oh,
here.
Tuga.
Yeah, Tuga might get
Oh, he got
lucky
taken out.
here.
Dakuidu.
Okay, okay. The
Used
Empire
the
Strikes
ping.
Back.
He used the ping. Just a joke from the previous match. But
Ooh, nice pistol kill.
Dallas Flat Tires. Getting a couple kills there, recovering a little bit from what was lost. But Seattle Sloths still getting put back into their spawn. The one chance they had to break out, Dallas Flat Tires just kind of clutched up, got those kills in return. But that's going to be 2 down for Dallas. They are going to trade 1 out. Is Tuga on this point? Not the guy you want to see pushed up on a point because you know he's not losing those gunfights. But he's currently 11-7. His teammate Drock at 13-8. A couple players popping off for the side of Dallas. Seattle Sloths very well rounded as a team, doing a great job supporting each other.
Man, and that's what more teams need is just total support of each other. You know, I love it when a good team just supports each other. Seattle though, not supporting Dallas, getting 2 players down. Monkey goes down, but I mean, Seattle has to make a move here pretty quickly. They have a player on B, but I mean, it looks like Dallas is going to collapse on that and get them out real quick. Now, if you can win that gunfight, if you're quick, you might be able to turn around and go right to A, clear that. But let's say that Dakuidu getting a foot on the point, make sure the clock is stopped. Provides enough time for teammates to get onto it, but I say that 7.8 seconds left. It's just 2 down they need on this A point, and they might be able to secure the defense as well. Getting it to spawn, they're coming up from behind, and there you go. Dallas gets the kills they need. Maybe a last hope onto this B point of the map. 1.1 seconds left. 1 kill away if you're Dallas. But Seattle, even in the kill count, is down 5, and Seattle is having a rough control so far.
It can be a little tough. I mean, they started out the first round looking pretty solid, right, on that defense, and then Dallas was kind of turned things up, and it really hasn't slowed down since then, right? I mean, you had a lot of trades back and forth on this round that we just saw from Seattle on their first offense here, but overall, Dallas, once again, I mean, just looking very clean with it. We saw a very clean hard point out of them and insanely clean defense, and now the control, pretty much the same, right? Every time you feel like someone's overextended, it feels like there's always someone picking up the lane, making sure that if that player who's pushed up goes down, there's someone covering to make sure Seattle can't just break through and go get a free tick or 2. You know, you can't get 2 or 3 players pushing through for free. They're always going to be spotted. They're always going to lose a player or 2 in their push. And Dallas, making it look easy almost sometimes. But Seattle Sloths now back on defense. Their chance to get around on the board and to prevent the bleeding from Dallas. Dallas, though, Tuga going to get the first 2 kills. He's on a 4 spree now, 17-8, still popping off. They get the first 3 kills. And you got to think the push is going to be in. We got 1 player already pushing through B and 1 on A.
Yeah, I mean, you have a defensive team going 4 down to start, 26 to 30, 25 to 30.
Ooh, yeah.
In a live count so far. I mean, that's just a clear signal for the
Next
offensive
on an
team.
8 streak too, 9 streak now.
Yeah.
Dallas Flat Tires came to play today.
Trick is trying to match Jesus Christ for the highest streak of the day.
Yeah,
Can he get
he's on 10.
merciless?
It was 11.
Can
He
he
beat
can.
11?
Can he beat 11? He's merciless so far.
Oh,
no,
that's
Jesus Christ.
If I've ever seen, oh no.
Jesus Christ, still on top.
Stays on top. Stays on top. Oh my. 4
yes.
life difference right now. Look at, I mean, they're hitting routes in their own spawn. Is basically what's going on right now. That's how brutal things have become. But Dallas Flat Tires, the attacking team here. I was saying that when it was very clearly Seattle, the opposite spawn, but still, you know, whatever. But Dallas Flat Tires here. 2 ticks onto A, 3rd tick while on the way. Monkey trying to push in, does get spotted, is going to get taken down pretty quick. This team, you're always getting in a gunfight where it's like 2 or 3 people are shooting at you. You see a 2 for 2 on the map there. Seattle maybe cleaning things up just a little bit, giving their team a pretty solid shot here at staying alive in this one. 39 seconds remaining. The A point very close to being captured, all but taken at the moment. Up. We're going to see Drock try to fight this player bottom side of barracks. That player is going to sneak on out of there, but Dallas do have reinforcements here to help that player out. We got a couple players wreaking havoc in the spawns, but that B point is stacked up at the moment.
Yeah, the B point stacked up at the moment. You still got 1 player left. Diz will be able to do it. That B point is clear. You have 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Dallas trying to get onto this A point. They're going to have to deal with, I think that's Daco and Monkey here, kind of around the corner. But Dallas, they need to get a foot on the point. They need to stop the clock. They try to. They're not able to do it. 2 Dallas members left.
Oh.
Get on that point. Stop that clock.
Like that
and
point.
finish that A point. You only have the C's, though. And you have Seattle just jumping on it. C's goes down. You might be able to get this B. 4.7 seconds left. Pretty much even live count. Seattle does not want to lose. Okay, Dallas
not gonna have help here. If he dies right here, this one is gonna end. But 3 players from Seattle up above right now. 1 gonna go down. 2 goes down just like that. Dallas Flat Tires chance to clutch this one up. 2 players on. Stack the point. Word to Jims. Seattle, you got to stop this B time pretty quickly here. You don't want to give this one up. Crick still on that time, getting the stack up. A couple players about to sneak to A. If you kill this B player, there's just enough time to get the B captured. The A stack is in, and just like that, it's a 3-0 in the control for a 3-0 in the series.
Wow.
Dallas Flat Tires with a clutch of all clutches with 1.4 seconds remaining.
That was a little bit of a breakdown at the end there. I mean, if you would have told me that that B point would have gotten captured first, I would have told you you're crazy. Because I feel like B had no progress and A was like,
those guys not get on it.
I don't know.
They were right there. I couldn't.